video, I'm going to show how to implement overloading a binary operator. So I'm going to start off from scratch right over here. So even if you didn't understand unary operator, if you look closely at this program, you're sure to understand it. So pay attention closely. So let's take a class distance in this one, which has two attributes, that is feet and inches. So once you've taken both the class fields, you have a set function which sets the values of float feet and float inches. You open that up, excuse me, yes, oh, shoot, yep, and you say feet equals ft and inches equals, what's that, in? Yeah, in. So once you've done that, you close the function, and another function is show function, which is used to show the values. Just type regular cout feet, and give some distance and say inches, or instead of that we can even type feet right over there, feet, and give some spacing, and inches right over there. Just for clarity. So once you've done that, and the show function is done, and you go to the actual function where you have to overload the binary operator. For this, you need to use the same return type as the class type, because you're not returning any void over here, but directly the class type. Since you're adding, you're gonna take plus, you're gonna do distance d2, you're gonna give the object itself, not the reference. You're gonna open it and say distance temp, create a temporary object, and after that temp.feet equals feet plus d2 dot feet. So you're adding the temp dot feet with the given feet of the object that you have plus the given object's feet. So this feet is the current object's value of the class field feet, and d2.feet is the given object's value of feet. Alright, so I hope you understood this. And inches is something similar. So the inches class field under temp equals the class field under the current object plus the class field under the given object d2. So once you've done that, you have to check the condition. If inches is greater than or equal to 12.0, you're going to increment it, right? Because 12 inches is 1 foot. So you're just gonna increment feet to feet plus 1. You can even write plus equals 1. Feet plus equals 1.0, and inches minus equals 12.0. So this makes it inches equals inches minus 12.0. This is feet equals feet plus 1.0. So finally this if condition is finished, you're going to return that temporary object, and you're going to close the function, the operator overloading function, as well as the class. So once you've done all that, you're going to open main, int main, and inside that you have class, scroll up, yeah, class distance, take about 3 objects, d1, d2, and d3, and assign values to a and b, which we will be using to assign the values for the objects. A is 10, b is 20, and d1 dot set is 10.25 and 8.7. So that's d1, and you're gonna say d2 dot, what do we have, show for right now let's not talk about d2. D1 dot set, and then cout, d1 is plus d1, d1 dot show, is it show? Yeah, it's show, d1 dot show. Then so I'm just gonna go ahead and type a d2 here. So I'm gonna keep this in comments because you can have a read function here just like this show function, just like the set function, in which you could directly set the values, alright, instead of asking as parameters. You can directly take the values from the user using a function. So you can have a read values function, and then you can call that function using d2.read. That is just for reference. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set d2 to a comma b, those two values. So once I'm done with that, d3 equals d1 plus d2. So this is where the operator overloading will happen. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you that even if you write that, or even if you write d3 equals d1 dot operator plus d2, or if you go ahead and write d3 equals d1 dot add of d2. Now these three things will perform the same task. So d3 equals to d1 plus d2 implicitly calls this operator right here, distance operator. d1 dot operator of plus d2 is directly equal to this syntax. So it's just saying d1, that is distance, dot. So it's inside the class, right? So the object is calling the operator function, operator plus, and this d2 is also given right here. And if you have an add function, this is exactly what an add function does, right? So I'm even writing that for reference. So for now, we're gonna see how d3 equals d1 plus d2 works, because that is how overloading takes place. We're gonna say cout \n d3 equals d1 plus d2 equals how much? And we're gonna say d3 dot show, right? d3 dot show. Once you've done that, you can just type return. And the fun part is you can also do one more thing. You just you don't need an object to always invoke this uh, operator overloader. You can also have something like a plus b. So you have a and b right here, right? So what you can do is you can just say b is equal to a plus b operator overloaded, and just say cout \n b is and b and l. Look at what happens. So I'm going to run this whole program. So it's saying digital el numeral. What's wrong? Okay, 13, where is it? 50, okay. I just ended well. That should do it. I had to change a little bit of code over here. So previously I had inches is greater than or equal to 12.0, and over here also inches plus equals 1.0. Shift that right over there, minus equals 4.0. So I'm just changing all of that to temp dot inches, because the final value that you get will be in temp dot inches and temp dot feet that you'll be returning. So keeping that in mind, the rest of the thing, once I run the program, I'm going to get okay, okie dokie, 26 plus equals 1.0 temp dot feet. Okay, equals again. Right. So yes. So we have, what did we do first? We did d1.set, d2.set, cout, d1.show. So d1.show is 10.25, 8.7, right there. And then we did d3 equals d1 plus d2, that is operator overloading, binary operator, and we're saying that, showing that, and we're showing d3. So 8.7 plus 20 is 28.7. 28.7 minus 12 is going to be 20, 16. So actually you won't be giving 20 as b, because inches can be about 12. So just for reference sake, I'm just going to change it to, let's say, a 12. Okay, so a 12 and an 8.7 will revert back to 8.7, and that 12 will be converted into plus 1 in feet. So 10 plus 10, 20, 20.25 plus 1, 21.25. And it's reflected right that in the answer. And you don't always need an object, like I told you before. You can straight up do with b equals a plus b and see. you have 10 plus 12, which becomes 22. That is also operator overloading working. Alright, so hope you understood binary operator overloading, and with this the rest of the things, that is unary operator overloading and unary operator overloading with friend function. Next, we'll see overloading binary operator with friend function. Thank you.